BYUtv's all-round champion looks at a group of 10 young athletes, each with know-how in one of 10 sports. They compete to see who can learn enough skills in an unfamiliar sport to become a champion of many. Sometimes the clock picks a winner, and sometimes it takes the critical eye of a judge to decide.
What's difficult about learning a new skill is all of us have our own muscle memory from our other sports. So it's going to be totally new, totally different to have a new type of muscle memory within our system.
In gymnastics, anything could happen. Like, you could just slip off the beam. The best person doesn't always win.
I've spent quite a few years coaching gymnastics, which gives you a very overview of what you're looking for. If they had a great straight body position, we might, forgive the flexed toes, things that wouldn't necessarily be instinctual for other sports, we may have been a little kinder on.
Probably the most mandatory move you need to learn in skateboarding is a kickflip, because it pretty much is in every single trick you do.
So I've been skateboarding since I was about 8 years old. We'll just say that's over 30 years ago. I was concerned about what they'd be able to learn in such a short amount of time. And right away from the first day, they blew me away.
It was just really cool to see and watch young people just going at it. The girls are amazing. They're just fantastic. Their energy was great. They were giving 110% the whole time.
Skateboarding is one sport where it's easier to look at than actually do.
That's the cool thing about skateboarding, is that it's so individual, that some kids excel at certain parts and other kids will excel at different parts. So where some are really good at riding the board and did really well on the overall course score, another of the competitors may have had a better chance to get higher score in the trick component.
Bend your knees, lean forward. Yeah!
When I see the athletes accomplish something in a moment where they were doubtful of, I say, yes, right on. And you see the change in their face, in their behavior. They're walking a little prouder, a little bit taller. And honestly, the next week, they build on that, because the very next week, they're confronting a brand new fear. And so that's what life is, right?
You definitely have to make mistakes to learn. And if you don't fail, then your dreams aren't big enough.
One thing I really like about wakeboarding is 3 different people can do the same trick and you can tell them apart. There's so many different styles in wakeboarding, and that's just what I really like.
This is one of the sports that I was looking forward to.
I've been riding for a few years now and also teaching, that I really know what to look for when judging their skills. The tricks that they were doing and how well they were progressing is unheard of, really. You don't see that too often, that kids get that good in 30 minutes total of wakeboarding. We included a lot of things, like just somebody going and trying the jump. Even if they didn't necessarily land it, we still accounted a positive mark in their scoring.
Throughout the competition, I've learned that I am very hard on myself. But I've also found out that I have a lot more skill and, I guess, overall strength than I thought I did.
For anyone who's out there watching and wants to do something, no matter what the circumstances have been in the past, you can always succeed. Don't let anyone get you down. Don't let anyone be like, oh, you're not good at this, you should just let it go. If you love it, go and pursue it and have fun with it.
Judge for yourself. When it comes to picking a winner, you can't go wrong watching All Round Champion on the BYUtv app or at our website, byutv.org. Thanks for hanging with me on BYUtv Insider.